Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the making of a leader. The sun hung low over Lagos, casting golden hues across the bustling streets. In the heart of this city, where history and destiny intertwined, a child was born, one who would one day reshape the fate of a nation. His name was Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the boy with a dream. Bola's early years were marked by curiosity and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Raised in a Nigeria that was finding its identity after colonial rule, he grew up listening to tales of great warriors and leaders, men who defied us to carve their names into history. His mother, Abibatu Mogoji, a revered market leader, instilled in him the values of resilience and strategy. But Lagos was a city of triumphs. As a young boy, Bola saw how power was wielded, how the rich controlled the fate of the poor, and how politics could either build or destroy a nation. Even then, he dreamed not just of success, but of change. A scholar and a hustler, education became his weapon. Bola traveled to the United States, where he attended Richard J. Daley College and later Chicago State University. There, he studied accounting, a field that sharpened his mind and taught him the power of numbers. But life abroad was no fairy tale. To survive, he worked multiple jobs: dishwasher, security guard, cab driver, whatever it took to keep his dream alive. He learned not just from books but from life itself. Every hardship, every sleepless night, forged the leader in the making. Return of the prodigal son. When Bola returned to Nigeria, he brought with him more than just a degree, he carried a vision. He entered the corporate world, working for Mobile Oil Nigeria, where he earned a reputation for his strategic thinking. Yet, the boardrooms could not contain his ambitions. He saw corruption eating away at Nigeria's future, and he knew that to change the system, he had to step into it. The fire of activism burned within him, and soon, he plunged into the turbulent waters of politics. The warrior of democracy. The 1990s were dark times. Nigeria was under military rule, and dissent was met with brutal force. Bola became a key figure in the pro-democracy struggle, aligning with the National Democratic Coalition in Nadiko. He was hunted, threatened, and eventually forced into exile. But exile did not break him, it refined him. From foreign soil, he continued the fight, ensuring that the voices of the oppressed were not silenced. When democracy was finally restored in 1999, he returned, not as a victim, but as a warrior ready to rebuild. The architect of Lagos. As governor of Lagos State, Bola transformed the city. He fought against failing infrastructure, strengthened the economy, and built a political empire that would one day stretch across Nigeria. He was not just a politician, he was a strategist, a kingmaker. But power attracts enemies. Many sought to bring him down, questioning his past, his wealth, his influence. Yet, he stood firm, weathering storms with a knowing smile. He was playing the long game. The road to Aso Rock. For years, Bola was the force behind the scenes, shaping Nigeria's political landscape. But a true leader does not just make kings, he becomes one. In 2023, after decades of maneuvering, building alliances, and outlasting adversaries, Bola Ahmed Tinubu ascended to the highest seat in the land. His presidency would be a new battlefield. Leading Nigeria was not just about holding power, it was about proving that the dream he once had as a young boy in Lagos could become a reality. The question remained, could the warrior of democracy now become the builder of a nation? Only time would tell. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment the history you want next.